Three-way theater. Welcome to the three-way theater.
Yeah.
Ha. You know. Hey, y'all ready?
Let's go.
We all about wrestling, but don't call us fanatics. We talk about wrestling movies, review the classics. From Ready to Rumble, body slamming, WrestleManics. You can tell it's our passion. Now we into podcasting, screaming Northeast Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Mr. Peacock, go ahead, represent.
Yeah.
Three-way theater, three the hard way. From your boy Mike, JC, and Lumberjake.
Yeah.
Welcome to the three-way theater.
You know.
Welcome to the three-way theater.
Three-way.
Welcome to the three-way theater.
You know, three-way.
Welcome to the three-way theater.
Do a little bonus on you?
Yeah, sit down.
Bone sauce ready?
BONUSODE. I'm holding a chicken bone.
Yeah, no, we got
Nobody can hear you. You don't have a
it.
microphone.
Yeah, you don't have your microphone. We are not a visual medium, as mentioned many times. It's off. You want to turn that on now?
Okay.
Oh shit! It's turning.
It worked.
He's turning it on.
Did it
It's
work?
turning me on.
Yeah.
Turned on?
Yeah. Oh shit! Double-handed.
Yeah. Rose McGowan to the 19.
Oh, you just turned it off again because you were going too hard.
Hello?
There you go.
Rose McGowan 2001.
Oh my God! Rose McGowan 2001.
Yes. She's my favorite Hollowell sister.
From Charmed.
Power of 3.
Well, we're gonna have to do that Charmed episode of.
Was there a Charmed wrestling episode?
Sure was.
With
With Buff Bagwell and Booker T
and Scott Steiner.
as demons.
And the girls have to wrestle them in a match to beat the demons. Dale
Can't wait
Torborg.
for that.
You can't wait for that.
I have it on a playlist. I'm ready to
Oh,
go.
listen! When the day comes, and it's gonna come,
We will all come.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Pava.
I'm Lumberjake.
and I'm JC.
And this is Three-Way Theater, the BONUSODE.
BONUSODE.
Yeah, we got nothing to talk about and no time limits.
Well, I mean, we have stuff to talk about,
Oh, no time limits.
but yeah, I mean, do we ever have time limits?
No,
Yes.
that's why we started calling these BONUSODEs instead of minisodes.
Yes.
We have more time limits on our actual episodes because wrestlers have to go and wrestle instead of record and have nonsense fun with us.
We were highly criticized for calling our minis,
Right.
Yeah.
because we were really stretching the limit.
Yes.
Like Mike Pava, the head of the mini division.
It's true.
Really stretching the limit.
So we don't always do bonusodes, but I thought it would be a good time to kind of plug this in. So we just dropped Uncensored 96. Right now you hear in the background, you may hear some noises, the ring, the crowd, the
Ring
bells.
bells.
We are here at Lucky Pro Wrestling in Clinton, Mass. It's very specific. I want to put it. It's February 23rd. This is when we're recording, and that is because tomorrow, boys,
February
we're going
24th?
February 24th,
2019.
2019. We are going to the movies.
That's
for
right.
the first
Oh,
time ever.
shit.
TWT goes to the movies, and what are we going to see, guys?
Finally.
We'll be seeing
Fighting with My Family.
And we will turn into, well, I'll be the Roger Ebert. Mikey's the
We
Roper.
already did this
We
bit.
did this bit already. We
and
absolutely
JC
did.
is the Gene Siskel. And I hope he ends up the same.
He made that same joke.
Although he gave us different people. I was Roger Ebert
That's
the
right.
last time.
I was Siskel.
Right.
And
you
he
were
hoped I died.
And you were Roper because no one knows who the fuck you are.
Yes.
No, I'd rather be Mr. Roper from Three's Company.
Oh.
Yeah, Don Knotts.
You know,
Nice.
your Lumberjake, your eyebrows are really turning into an Ox Baker thing going on right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this cup.
Oh.
What?
What?
Well, drinking from the cup.
The Ox Baker Cup?
The
Yep.
Holy Grail.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Nobody wants that.
We decided to drop this episode because we've just released Uncensored. WrestleMania season's coming up. We have our best in show for WrestleMania.
Yep.
And we're going to see Fighting with My Family. And premiered wide release this weekend.
Wide release.
It is currently sitting at 91% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Blows my mind.
At one point, it was at 93%. Like, it's just it's wild.
And for those that know, Rotten Tomatoes, you go ahead and you get the kind of different scores and reviews from
It's like
film critics.
Rotten Tomato is like a test. If they get a 90, then that's good.
Right. But not only does it, the tomato meter has the critics, and that's at 91%, but even the audience score themselves. So audience can vote, and they get 87%.
Wow.
It's
Solid.
still very good for a pro wrestling movie.
Right.
GC, what else is sitting at 87%? Go. Audience rating.
Passion of the Christ.
Correct. Jason, Mikey, go.
What Women Want.
That's correct. Which one?
Listen, Mikey is
The first one.
Correct.
Mikey-
JC, go.
Mikey has been obsessed with What Women Want. He's brought this up multiple times. We went to get the ring for our ring rental today, and he goes, guys, did you hear that they remade What Women Want, but with a woman as the lead? He could not.
That's why we call him the Taraji P. Henson of wrestling.
It's true. Yeah, Mikey, I didn't know you were such a big fan of the Wantaverse.
Yeah, he
And
loves
what-
the Wantaverse.
Well, they know the third one's going to be dogs, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're going down the look who's
It's
talking.
it's what men want still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Because men are dogs.
Yeah, you really tickled me earlier with you were shocked and awed.
Guys, I don't want to get your hopes up, but they're making a new What Women Want movie.
Hey, it got 87% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's true. So with Fighting with My Family coming out, there was other big news earlier this week in the world of pro wrestling movies. Which
There
is
was?
sure was, which is why I wanted to do this bonusode.
More within the movie realm, right?
Well, yeah, a big one because director Todd Phillips, who's directed all the Hangover movies.
Those are legit.
Yeah, they are.
I'd call those blockbusters even.
I mean, yeah. I think everybody saw the first Hangover movie, right?
I tell you a story about Joker and the Thief in the Night. No. That's why me and you are like the Hangover guys. I'm the
Who are
Zach
you?
Galifianakis.
Okay.
Do
I get to be Bradley Cooper?
You sure are, James Bradley Cooper. And Mikey's Dr. Ken. Ken Jeong.
Oh, all right.
He's not Ed Helms.
I'd
No,
rather
nope.
be Dr. Ken.
Wait, no. First of all, Mikey's getting left on the roof of the hotel.
Okay,
Mikey,
that's fair.
I'm
you're
only at the
dumb.
beginning and the end.
Actually, it's Kepler that got left on the roof.
Makes sense.
What do pavers dream of when they take a little paver snooze?
Todd Phillips, he's the director. He signed on for this film. It's being produced by Bradley Cooper's production company and also by Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. They're doing a biopic of Hulk Hogan in the early days, the birth and rise of Hulkamania.
Now, how are they doing this without... They're doing it with Eric Bischoff, not Vince?
Eric
Yes.
Bischoff and
it's the
Hogan's
beginning
production
It's
company.
the beginning of Hulkamania?
Yeah,
Like, come on.
when Eric Bischoff discovered Hogan from AWA.
You think Eric's going to play Vince?
No, just because he's producing the movie doesn't mean Eric Bischoff is going to be involved in front of the camera.
Well, who do you think should be involved?
Well, okay, I just want to mention, Todd Phillips directing, written by Scott Silver. The most recently, these two have just teamed up. They just finished filming the new Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix.
Let me put a smile on your face.
Exactly.
What killed the dinosaurs?
He's following up this big, giant superhero tentpole by moving into this Hulk Hogan. It's currently untitled biopic starring Chris Hemsworth, the mighty Thor, playing the role of young Terry Jean Bollea.
Now, does that mean Feeney's going to start cosplaying as Hulk Hogan?
It might, but it doesn't mean he's going to change his hair or his.
He's just going to shave the middle.
Right? Yeah.
So Mikey, he rose a good point on like casting. Like who, like we know Chris Hemsworth. That's
the biggest shock
written
of
in the
all,
stars, a million miles away.
because you could have any TV movie or anything with some soap opera actor or something. This is a movie star. This is a guy that's currently in the Avengers movies. Men in Black is coming out. He's in that.
I can't wait for the promotions for this upcoming movie. Like, hi, Hulk Hogan here.
It blows my mind. And now, because we've talked about this in the last year or so, that they were developing a Vince McMahon biopic, Pandemonium. And I kind of did a little research into this after this news dropped, and they are still actively developing this movie. They had offered the role of Vince McMahon to Bradley Cooper, which is like weird because his company is producing the Hulk Hogan movie.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's going to be some kind of cross-promoting, because if you're going to be telling the story of early Vince McMahon and then you're telling the story of early Hogan, you're going to cast two different guys to play Randy Savage, two different guys to be Mr. T.
Well, I actually have a couple of these, like, maybe if they get a little bit older, who can we use as a stand-in?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have a couple of those, too. Like, my Brutus Beefcake, in the past, I made Brutus Beefcake Jason Segel.
Jason Segel.
From How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Yeah. So you would have for an older?
No, as a young Brutus
younger
Beefcake.
Beefcake, okay.
And as an older Brutus Beefcake, Tom Arnold.
I like that. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Jason Segel's Andre the Giant impression?
Yes.
though?
Yes.
Hello,
Everybody want
pretty
a
lady.
peanut?
And he
amazing.
actually did a Saturday Night Live sketch as Andre too.
Wasn't that in I Love You, Man?
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So actually, Jason Segel was kind of my pick.
Andre?
For Andre.
My pick for Andre would be the actor from the Netflix series Mindhunter. He played Ed Kemper, the serial killer. He's like 6 foot, legitimately 4.
What's the actor's name?
His name is Cameron Britton. He's also in the new Netflix series The Umbrella Society.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but I will definitely check it out.
I have a couple for Andre. I've got George Merson, who was the star of the movie My Giant back in the day with Billy Crystal.
Okay.
He is legitimately 7'7" and maybe a very good person to put in there, but maybe a little bit old. I also put in there what's this guy's name? It was the guy from Game of Thrones. The
Mountain.
The Mountain.
Yeah, he's legitimately the world's strongest man.
I feel like I could see him as Andre, and I also have just a CGI Andre voiced by Vin Diesel.
Okay, you gotta keep doing. I am Andre.
He does.
That would be awesome.
Well, there's one name that I'm surprised you guys didn't mention. Big Show. What do we think?
Oh, okay.
Andre's original son.
Yeah.
Andre. Big Show has acted in many films. And
Knucklehead.
Can't let us forget.
I think his wrestling career is pretty much slowing down and dying down. But he's
you think so? Remember his retirement WrestleMania 4 years ago?
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm back, guys.
I think they're gonna be saying he's the closest physically as far as like height wise.
Yeah.
Because the Mountain's a great choice, but he's really muscular and wide. He's not as necessarily like super tall.
Okay.
So you could also do it with like when I was thinking of Jason Segel, you could do it with forced perspective, where you film everything like with him bigger in shots.
Standing on an apple box.
Yeah, exactly. But I think there's a way to do it. What do you guys think about a Randy Savage?
For Randy Savage, I wrote Jason Momoa.
Okay.
I think he naturally has a macho man look. I don't know how his acting is, so I don't know if he'd be able to pull something like that off.
I really can't think of anybody for Macho Man because he's such a
Unique.
Yeah, like who could you get?
Have you
somebody
guys
like some comedian, some funny something? I really can't. It's got to be someone crazy.
So, have you guys heard of the actor Joe Manganiello?
Yeah.
Yes, he was in
He was also in How You Met Your Mother.
Yep.
And he's done other
Magic
films.
Mike, I believe.
He's in the Magic Mike movies. Yep. And he does a fucking killer Randy Savage
All right.
impression.
Okay.
And he's big. He's jacked.
Okay.
Like, I could totally see him kind of stepping into the role.
See, but I don't want to see someone that can just do the voice.
Well, but I mean,
You
okay.
gotta-
But you gotta have the looks. You have to
Exactly.
have. I mean, and I think I haven't seen him in a lot. I've seen him in a couple of comedies. But I think if you can pull off a comedy, you can. It's a lot easier to play a serious role.
Now, you mentioned that this is from the creator of the Hangover movie. Do you
Right.
think this is going to be a comedy? Is it going to be a dramedy? Is it going to be a
Well, maybe Zach
rom-com?
Galifianakis is Randy Savage.
Or Zach Galifianakis is Bobby Heenan.
Okay,
Ooh.
I can get behind this.
Dr. Ken will be Mr. Fuji.
Okay.
All right,
All
I'm
right.
down.
So Todd Phillips is an interesting director because Even though it's being produced by Hogan and Bischoff, which means, unfortunately, like it could be like a Bohemian Rhapsody
Where
situation,
it's just a puff piece.
where it could be a puff piece. But Todd Phillips has been
Harris too.
he's been an interesting director. Like
J. Todd Phillips.
did you guys watch all those Hangover movies?
No.
I saw the first two.
So the first two, the third Hangover movie gets like a little dark. And it gets a little more, like, it really gets into the idea, like, oh, you guys want another Hangover movie? Well, I'll give you another Hangover movie. And it just gets, like, it gets really dark in places. And I feel like with this Joker movie that he's doing, he's taking some weird risks.
Joaquin? Are you talking about?
I'm talking about the director.
Okay,
and he's directed Joaquin.
Okay.
But, like, he's doing these
Different
weird different things. And I think he has an edge to him that he might, like, it's probably going to be, like, a little ha-ha. But if he's willing to push the envelope a little bit, Netflix has no ratings, so you can go a little edgier, darker.
Do you think they'll divulge into steroids in this?
No. I think since they specifically mentioned in the Hollywood Reporter piece that they are only chronicling the birth of Hulkamania, I don't see it going past like WrestleMania 3.
Okay.
But he was already well into steroids.
Right. And because this, so far, at least as of today, does not have Vince McMahon's signature on it.
So, like, there's going to be a scene where someone's like, hey, Hulk, you want to try these? He's like, no, brother, get him out of my dressing room.
Well,
I'm a real American. And then he stops. He's like, real American. And then it cuts to Rick Derrick going, ba, 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 ba.
You know, Lumberjake, I think you're right. I think it's going to have to be a CGI Andre because nobody can be 700 pounds when he body slams him.
The thing that I was going to say, though, is that
giant haystacks.
without having Vince...
Loch Ness.
Loch Ness.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Without having Vince's signature on the contract as a producer, you might not be able to use the WWF name.
How they...
Or WrestleMania.
Or WrestleMania. So it's going to be very...
tricky.
Yeah. Like, the thing with Fighting With My Family is that, obviously, it's a WWE film. So they have full 100% access to
Do you think they're
everything.
going to get into, like, the nude scandal?
Paige?
Yeah.
No, again, it's the birth of Paige. This film ends at her debut in
when
WWE.
she wins the title.
Yeah.
How is that so? Because I see a lot of scenes with her with like Charlotte, and it looks like Charlotte playing Charlotte, and Charlotte's like a big like part of Paige getting into wrestling, despite Paige debuting several years before Charlotte.
Well,
I mean-
I looked on Rotten. There are a few wrestler cameos that are going to be appearing in Fighting
but
With
they're
My
not going
Family.
to be playing themselves.
Correct.
Now she was Charlotte dressed as Charlotte though,
Well, I mean, if you got the gear.
and also the AJ Lee, that's Zelina Vega dressed as Zelina Vega, not AJ Lee. She's not wearing short. She's not wearing like jean shorts or a little thing.
But she's playing AJ Lee.
Now, this is WWE is making this, correct?
Yes.
Now, didn't you say because they're making it, they can use all the fucking copyrights and all that?
Yeah.
So they can't put a fucking shirt and a pair of jean shorts on fucking Zelina Vega?
I mean, sure, but they
I mean,
made the choice not to.
I think that's nitpicking. I don't think that's a big
It's not
deal.
nitpicking.
I don't think it's a big deal that she
Well, I
doesn't
think
wear.
if she's going to come out to the music, if she's going to come out
I
and
mean,
do the mannerisms,
I
then why
think-
not it's a movie. Why not cast someone and have them wear a costume? If Andre the Giant comes out and he's wearing like a fucking, as if he's wearing bib overalls, you're going to go, it's whatever. It's creative license.
But I think, unfortunately, the dreaded creative license, especially with films, I think you are going to see really weird takes on things.
Oh, look,
Especially
Andre,
like-
Andre
well,
the Giant's doing a robot, but that's okay because it's a movie.
But
I mean,
even things
that would be
I would
awesome.
love
But
that.
even things where like Paige and her brother, they see the Rock in the hallway, and they're
Obviously
like,
didn't happen.
"Rock!" Like obviously didn't happen. Like
If an extra did that, fucking D. Malenko would tackle them.
Or how about Vince Vaughn playing a combo of about every different producer and agent down in Florida?
And he was also billed as Jake Roberts during like the
in
build up.
production,
Right.
yeah. But he's now like Len Grossman.
yeah, I'm
or,
happy
like,
they went away from that.
But the Paige movie seems to be like this underdog sports story. They seem to have taken the formula of like anything, like A League of Their Own, or something
I
where
love A League of Their Own.
or like the Mighty Ducks, something
I
like
love
the
the Mighty
underdog
Ducks.
story where there's a wacky training period where nothing was going to work out.
We're members of the Mighty Ducks. Excuse me.
Quack, quack.
No,
Where's Robbie? Hold
Nope.
on, I'll be right back, guys.
Here he comes.
But this Hogan movie, I feel like because it's going to be on Netflix, it's going to be probably a little bit broader. They might try to hit a little bit of the Glow audience by trying to be a little more kitschy. And then with this Pandemonium movie, I was looking into this a little bit more, and there was the most recent interview from January of this year where they were talking about the Pandemonium movie is a mix of The People versus Larry Flint and Goodfellas.
Oh,
where
okay.
they are positing that the birth of Mr. McMahon didn't happen at Survivor Series 1997. Mr. McMahon was born during the steroid scandal and the trial where it was revealed of all of his dirty secrets and everything else. And people are, I hate Vince McMahon, I hate this. And Vince is just sitting there in the limousine taking it and being like, yes, that's right.
Well, may as well just get to the. Who would you have play Vince? Who would be your Vince?
Man, I was thinking about that a lot. I was kind of joking about it earlier because when they cast Chris Hemsworth as Hogan, I was like, oh, just put all the Avengers in there and just have all the different Captain America and this guy and the Hulk. But I actually do think that Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Incredible Hulk in the Avengers movies, I think he could pull off a pretty decent Vince McMahon.
Younger or older?
I think he'd have to be younger.
I think Chris Evans would be a good young Vince.
Okay.
Because I saw that on your little list, and I thought that would have been good.
Chris Evans would be a really great young Vince.
Yes. I actually only have 2 down for older Vince.
Okay.
My suggestions would be, one doesn't seem in the realm of possibility anymore, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that shit may have sailed.
And then Chaz Palminteri.
Oh, okay. All right.
For older, I have Val Kilmer.
Oh, okay.
And for young Vince, I have John Mulaney.
Whoa. Whoa.
I'm Vince McMahon. I don't have a wrestling company. My father's never given me anything, let alone a wrestling company.
So good.
That's a real interesting take.
Thanks.
Do you remember the principal in Breakfast Club?
Yes, he's dead. Mesothelioma.
He is dead, but I always envisioned him playing like an older Vince McMahon. Like
okay, I could definitely see that.
You know,
who did you write someone down for? Vern Gagne.
Vern was a little bit tougher. I was joking and said it could be like Danny DeVito.
I also wrote Danny DeVito.
Wow.
I also wrote down Joe Pesci, Stanley Tucci, and Robert Duvall.
Oh, Robert Duvall's actually, Robert Duvall's the pick.
I see Joe Pesci as more of a Piper especially if they're going for the. Especially,
I don't know about
I mean,
I see Joe Pesci wearing little short trunks and hitting people with coconuts.
or a kilt.
Yeah.
I did also love the idea of Danny DeVito playing the role of Captain Lou.
Danny DeVito's Captain Lou is fucking inspired. I think that's a
Also,
great idea.
our good friend Alexander Lee from the Mainstay Posse pitched the idea of Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, and Mr. Show playing the role of Jimmy Hart, which I think is also
it's
inspired.
fucking fantastic. For Linda Hogan.
Oh, you said you had one, right?
Yeah. Although, upon our previous discussion, I think Robin Tunney might be a good Linda Hogan, like a young Linda.
Okay.
And I also put down Demi Moore
All right.
as a young Linda Hogan.
Okay.
My Linda
Maybe
Hogan
Goldie Hawn.
would be the.
well, that should be Kate Hudson then, because Kate Hudson is Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Okay.
And I think if you're gonna play young and old,
Okay.
have him do daughter.
I like that.
I'm gonna go for the plastic surgery cat lady as Linda Hogan.
Well, guys, I have the best fantasy casting of them all. Brooke Hogan as Linda Hogan.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
You know, which will make Hulk happy because it'll be like he's fucking his daughter.
Oh, my little Brooke.
Brian Cairo is stepped into the back here. We're just hanging out. Have you heard about the new Hulk Hogan biopic that's coming to Netflix?
Like Hemsworth or something?
Chris Hemsworth.
That's
is
all I
playing
really
the role.
heard, so I have no idea.
Would you, like, if you were casting, like, famous 80s wrestlers, is there anybody off the top of your head that you would think would play a great...
I'd have to think long
All
and
right,
deep about that
I don't
one.
mean to put you on the spot, but we're talking about it. We're going to see Fighting With My Family tomorrow.
I as well am going to see that in my hometown.
All right,
so.
all right. We're gonna do the episode tomorrow. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna actually go to the theater. We're pretty excited about it.
Now, are you finding yourself excited about Fighting With My Family? Are you excited about the Hulk Hogan one, the Vince McMahon one that's in the works?
Well, I'm not a huge Paige fan, but Fighting With My Family, my godson wants to see it, so I'm taking my godson.
Okay,
you know?
Okay,
all
that's
right.
fair.
He wants to see it. I don't mind the Hulk Hogan thing.
I like Nick Frost a lot, so I'm excited about.
Nick Frost is great, and Cersei from Game of Thrones is playing the mother. Lena Headley
Okay.
is playing Paige's mom.
All right.
Stephen Merchant is directing the movie, and he's a great comedic actor. So I don't know.
Yeah, Stephen Merchant, he made The Office, right?
He was on the. Yep.
He made The Office. He made
I
the
was like,
U.S.
hello,
Office.
ladies. He's good.
I get down with that.
I think it's pretty exciting. I think we're in a pro wrestling movie renaissance where we're getting these.
I hope so.
I think Glow has really helped it make it more mainstream, and like we found out Glow season 3 is coming back this summer.
Glow also featuring Brooke Hogan.
Brooke Hogan, that's right. But between Glow kind of being a super popular thing, this Hemsworth thing's just gonna blow up.
It's so weird seeing wrestling break into the mainstream. Not even like in like the Hulk Hogan sense of the word, but like this is like major movies being made, major actors making them, major directors directing them,
and it's keeping us in business.
Yeah,
like I'm looking at the list. I'm like, oh man, we gone through all our big guns.
Yeah, wait till 9-10 years when we finally cover Pandemonium, the Hulk Hogan one.
I'm super excited about this. And, not pro wrestling movie related, guys, but news just broke earlier today that Bruce Pritchard was rehired by the
insanity.
WWE.
Like legit?
Bruce Pritchard was
gonna be on the creative
rehired
team.
today.
So does that mean no more something to wrestle?
That's the question that I
big
was
It's
gonna...
gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
That was the question that I was gonna...
If he's taking that job, I'm sure they're like, you gotta...
I mean, he's taking it. He's gonna be in the creative
Something to
team.
Wrestle was on the network for a
Right,
while.
but he wasn't an employee. He wasn't a part of the team.
Was he was still working for TNA when he was on Something to Wrestle With, right? Or did he already leave the
No,
the
he
company by
was...
then?
When he started?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
He
already
was
left
sti-
TNA
right.
because
Okay, he already
one of the
left,
early
alright.
episodes of Something to Wrestle was TNA parts 1 and 2, which were big.
Okay.
Those are two of their biggest hits.
All right. But yeah, huge news.
Wow.
That Bruce is returning to the fold, headed back
I mean,
to
we don't usually do
WWE.
news here, but the fact that a big player
happened
like
today,
that is
yeah.
leaving, hey, that means more room for us, guys.
That's it of Tony Schiavone.
We can take that #1 spot now.
Finally.
Do you think I could convince him that I'm Lee Marshall?
Yes.
Get my own show with him?
It's Stagger Jake.
They're great. He's passable.
But yeah, huge news for the possibly the podcasting world
Wow.
and for the wrestling world.
Yeah, fucking shook. And also yesterday was the release of Arn Anderson from WWE.
Well,
Weird.
Gonna go to All Elite, brother.
You think he's going to end up going there?
Yes.
Oh, he'll get a job as a producer.
Of course.
Cody Rhodes is hanging out those executive VP titles. Arn Anderson, get in here.
Executive VP Arn Anderson. They've got like 19 executive VPs at this point.
Yes, but I mean, it's the Elite. It's all those guys. It's
Yeah, but there can't be that many executive vice presidents.
I mean, I made you executive vice president of Three Way Theater last week.
Yep. And you made Mikey executive vice president of laundry.
That's right.
Aw.
Yep.
I did. He hates doing laundry.
He
I don't
does.
mind it.
You don't
Okay,
like
you're
it.
stripping your title.
Kepler, you're the new executive vice president of laundry.
Yeah. I don't know why I had to hold him
He
up to
can't
the
even
mic.
fold.
Yeah, but you sure do.
Oh.
Like a deck of cards.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
What do you guys think All Elite Wrestling is going to be a thing?
It will be a thing.
Well, do you think it's going to be a thing?
It needs to have a good TV deal. And if they don't have TV, then nothing.
I heard TNT.
They know drama.
But
Rizzoli and Isles?
Sure.
man, that would be interesting.
Oh,
But
gee.
it would, again, when I think about things that are, when we talk about the pro wrestling movies, we talk about this new big thing with the change with Bruce. Like, do you feel like there's like there could be like
Another boom, kind of?
maybe I don't want to say a boom because I don't know if it's going to be that big.
But at least some competition for Vince is always good because...
Well, then Kepler's taking the Bird Box challenge.
Oh no!
I found the box.
Good job,
That's
Kepler.
a pizza box, Cap.
Oh, Kepler.
The hunt continues.
But like, I don't want to say.
I hope so.
I mean, it would.
I
be
hope
good.
it works because you
Any
have a lot of
competition's
guys.
good. Like,
Yeah.
it's more work for people is more work for...
Well,
It's
it's just
and
like,
it gives the guys another place to go.
well, and then you have this. We talked about it.
Do you think
crazy.
do you think it's premature that people are always already considering them the number 2 company in the world?
Yes.
Absolutely,
They're
it's
still a
premature.
T-shirt company at this point.
Right. But I think it's interesting because you talk about Jake, things being in the mainstream and the movies, and now this. Like, I don't want to say it's a boom, but it has a way. It's a cultural shift.
Well, like, the weirdest shit is, like, the Young Bucks and Cody and Kenny Omega, they got their own pop figures.
That's big,
That's
right?
big.
That's big. Well, because
The Bullet Club shirts were selling in Hot Topic. Like,
and
But
there's
it
people
was
that wear...
only a Hot Topic.
There's people that wear
So-
Bullet Club shirts do not know wrestling, do not like wrestling, don't even know what
Why?
the Bullet Club
What do you
is.
mean? Why would
It's just a cool looking shirt and they
But
bought it
that's-
on
but
Hot
that's
Topic.
the Austin
that
thing,
doesn't
right?
translate to anything. That
It
translates
translates sales.
Yeah, okay.
Sales, and then
that's
people
it. But
just
they're not
seeing
going to
it.
buy any of the other shit.
And then
But
you
we
get
don't
then you get
know
nerds
that.
coming up to you. Going,
I'm saying they're
Bullet
not going to
Club.
buy the wrestling product.
Let me-
If they're going to buy a T-shirt, fine. But they're not going to pay for if they have pay-per-views, or they're not going to tune in when it counts, when they need the ratings.
So I just think, I don't disagree with that. I think you're right. I think that's true. But there's something about it. Like I was listening to How Did This Get Made, and they had a mini episode last week. And they
Did a
had,
minisode?
yeah. And they had
BONUSODE?
and him and Paul Scheer and Jason Mantzoukas were talking about the trailer for the Fast and Furious movie that's coming out.
There's
But
another one coming out?
with The Rock.
Hobbs and Shaw,
Right. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw,
featuring Roman Reigns.
featuring Roman Reigns as the brother.
A Shaw!
But I was going to say is that during they were going down the trailer rundown, and they started bringing up AEW. They started talking about Cody. They're like, oh, Cody Rhodes got this new promotion. And I'm like, it was just so weird to hear like these two guys talk about
They're non-wrestling people.
non-wrestling people.
Setting.
Well, June has banned Paul from getting involved in watching wrestling. He's
What?
not allowed to watch
He's not
wrestling.
allowed?
No. She goes, you can't get into that. You can't
What do you
watch that."
mean?
He was like, I was watching on TV. I wanted to see this and all that. And then June said, no, I can't watch wrestling. He was like, get me in the ring.
Maybe it's because she hated No Holds Barred. Because I remember they reviewed that. Maybe she thinks that she's going to turn into a Hulk Hogan.
That could be true.
I feel like AEW, the real test is going to come a year later, like after they start running. Their initial success is going to be very similar to Conan when he went to TBS. He ended up starting huge ratings because of the controversy with Jay Leno. People were like, yeah, fuck this side.
Team Coco.
Fuck Jay Leno, fuck WWE. We're going to Conan. We're going to fucking AEW. And there's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be a huge
At first.
but then
Just like the XFL was huge at first.
I don't know if that's true.
The ratings were
The
really
ratings
big
were
for
through the roof
yeah,
on the first
that's
show.
true.
The first show.
But I think the biggest difference, and I look at Ring of Honor and I look at Impact Wrestling, AEW, without even having a show yet, it's fair, but they have a cool factor to them.
Yeah.
I think because of the Hot Topic stuff, the pop figures, there's just their YouTube channel, which has like a ton of
There's just something
subscribers.
about not being mainstream and popular that makes people like it gives people hope. It gives people like
I agree with that.
the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes. They're the mom and pop organization. They're the other guys. They're the people starting from the grassroots.
And knowing how much they offer how much money they offered to Kenny Omega to sign a contract
I'm here. Did somebody say they're offering WWE money?
They're offering WWE money
To
to
certain-
people, to a lot of people, from
Yeah.
what I understand. And also, there's this hype machine around AEW that I think is manufactured, where they're like, so and so is getting signed, but they turned down WWE just to sign. I don't think these people are really being offered things. I believe they're saying
And I
they
don't-
turned it down. They turned down WWE.
it's only
And I don't
smoke
even-
and mirrors.
See,
yeah, only
I see
smoke
what you
and
did there.
mirrors tonight.
See, but I don't think they need to do that because eventually, when the time comes when WWE guys do make the switch over to AEW, that's going to be the big news. Not like
AEW is also adamant that they're not interested in using a lot of ex-WWE talent.
Which, if
They
you don't
can't-
want it to become TNA,
they just can't do it the same.
Well, me and
the
Mikey were
same way.
discussing this earlier, where if
where was I?
you were somewhere else,
We were on our way to you.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
we're like,
Okay.
write this down for JC later.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, for the bonusode.
We were talking about like how they need to avoid being TNA. Say like Dean Ambrose debuts for AEW. They can't be like, it's John Moxley, and it looks like he got out of the asylum.
What's he doing here?
Like, it can't. They can't do a little tongue in cheek. Like, we know who it really
Right.
is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They need to just be the indie guys. That's John Moxley. He's just John Moxley. That's who he is.
AEW needs to be NXT without the WWE on their back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they need
Yeah.
to, if they can be NXT and do
That's
engrossing
the funny thing,
storylines,
because
and-
NXT was Ring of Honor with WWE money.
Right. Yes.
exactly. And we're kind of making
And
the same point.
AEW seems to be Ring of Honor with WWE money. You know what I mean?
I want to see it work.
I hope it does. Just for the sake of an alternative.
Sake of alternative, sake of competition.
That's the most exciting. I think that's why people are getting so excited about this. And even I'll admit, I got caught up in a little bit of like oh, they're gonna do this press conference and they have all these things because it just felt like
They partnered with Ooh, you know what's weird? They had fucking Conrad Thompson at the AEW press conference and shit. Do you think WWE was keeping Bruce away from AEW?
Oh, that's
smart.
Wow.
But why would they give away somebody like an Arn Anderson?
Maybe Arn's retiring anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
It's a
no
good point.
official reason of why.
It's a good point.
Yeah, that's a really good point about Bruce being pulled away.
I think they know that he was Vince's right-hand man forever.
Well,
he knows everything.
Even though StarCast is not a part of AEW Double or Nothing,
But they got Undertaker.
and the front office I heard was pissed that Taker's doing StarCast.
Is that true?
Undertaker is doing StarCast.
You know how much money that costs?
$250,000 an hour.
$250,000. Yeah, exactly.
An hour.
I thought it was $25,000 an hour.
I think it was $250,000. No.
I don't know, but
Either
either
way,
way,
yeah.
he's appearing at StarCast.
Wow.
And it's Conrad set it up, and it has nothing to do with AEW.
He's going to be a part of the show?
He's going to be signing autographs.
But
Signing.
He's at StarCast.
He's at the podcast convention, not the show.
Okay.
I mean, what if he appeared on the show?
That's what I thought he was
Well, I
doing.
mean, who knows? But
He's not gonna. He couldn't be Undertaker.
it's me.
Don't matter.
Booger Greene.
It's me, Mean Mark Callis.
I'm gonna get you, Ramsey.
Aw, Suburban Commando.
Yup.
Is that going to be our first non-wrestling movie?
We already did it. That was our Lost episode.
Suburban.
Yeah.
Wait,
Remember?
Mikey thinks we actually watched it and stuff.
Wait a minute. Are you gaslighting me right now?
Maybe.
Yes.
I have an idea.
Our first non-wrestling movie is going to be Vice Versa,
Yes.
starring Fred Savage
I can't
and
get
Judge
on.
Reinhold.
I can't get on board with this.
So eventually, when we eventually start having to review pro wrestlers in movies,
Right.
Not pro wrestling movies,
Right.
I have a great little segment that we can play where it'll be rock, paper, scissors, and if you get rock, you got to do a rock movie because he has so many movies out there.
Oof. That's a good one.
Hey, we're joined by the retrosexual Anthony
retro
Greene.
Anthony Greene.
You making some money during intermission, brother?
Making cheddar?
How much I made?
What do you
Live.
got? Oh.
So far today.
I don't think. I mean, sure.
It's a visual.
20, 40, 60, 70, a whopping $95.
pretty good,
And
brother.
it's only just beginning.
It's
What do
all.
you guys think of my wet hot American cutter?
It would look great. I think we could all.
Yeah, it was the cutting edge.
I love that. Was that just he gives you the stunner and you pop right?
Yeah.
I thought that was fun. I popped huge. I popped
Well,
huge.
yeah, I liked it.
I actually gave Anthony the name, the Wet Hot American Stunner.
You gifted it to him?
I gifted him the name.
You gift all his
I
jokes,
leased it
so-
to
See,
him.
I thought you were actually going to do the move, the Wet Hot American Stunner, but you
Oh,
just
sorry.
just stole the name.
Not only did he gift me the move, that move will soon be gift as well.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I want it
I'm
back.
glad he calls it gift and not gift. All right. Well, good
Well,
seeing
thanks,
you,
brother.
That's all, folks.
Oh.
Make him laugh. Make him laugh.
Good old Anthony Greene. Will he be at AEW?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Who
he
knows?
should be. What? Wow. Well, we'll have Anthony back on a Best in Shows soon.
Yeah, watching
Maybe.
one of his favorite pay-per-views of all time.
ECW.
One Night Stand, 2005 was Anthony's favorite.
Oh, wait, so we are doing 2005 then?
Yeah.
Okay, because you swerved us last time and said we were doing 2000 like.
No. I
8.
said we were gonna do. I said we were gonna do One Night Stand 3, which involved like Randy Orton
Yeah,
versus Rob Van
yeah.
Dam in a
Oh, but
stretcher
we're doing
match.
the first one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
That was just a
You were
joke about.
oh God,
He's being a scamp.
I was really upset. I mean, I'm super excited to do One Night Stand 2005.
Yeah. I was just kidding.
Yeah, you gave. I was so sad after you said that.
Classic. You see, make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh.
All right, guys. So we are again mentioned that we are watching Fighting with My Family tomorrow. We're going to record tomorrow, so you'll get that episode next week, and you'll get our thoughts. We're not going to be able to do it like a regular episode because we're not going to be really taking notes.
It's going to
during
be
the
a
movie.
little, because it's going to be a
Freeform.
little different. But I think
we're going to read some. We'll read some reviews tomorrow when we record after the show, so we can kind of get a look at what kind of the overall feel was as we talk about our freeform thoughts on the movie. I don't know, maybe a sequel. Maybe we'll
Squeakquel?
maybe get a squeakquel in there. I
Yeah,
don't
fine
know.
with my
Kepler's
family,
coming
too.
as well.
Kepler is coming with us.
Fine with my family too.
Maybe we'll take some photos.
Maybe.
You know,
Probably
we'll
not.
I don't know. You
I
never
hope they have
know.
one of those cardboard cutouts where you put your head through like Paige's face.
Well, I'll just
And
bring
you
my
go, Paige here.
I'll just bring my scissors. We'll just cut it out anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Cut out her brother's head. He didn't make it to the WWE.
Nope. Fuck that kid.
See ya.
Did he die?
No.
No, he just wasn't good enough or something.
What if they killed him off in the movie and he was still alive in real life? Like, what the fuck would that be?
He would be so mad. You think?
That'd be silly.
That'd be silly.
Aw.
Zach Zodiac is the guy's name.
Oh, was that his
That
name?
was his brother. Her
All
brother's
right.
work name.
All right.
And her older brother was the Zebra Kid.
Oh.
Favorite pasta? Go. We already know JC's is fusilli.
Actually, my name's Angel Hair.
Fettuccine.
Oh, angel hair is a good choice.
Yeah, what's yours?
I'm gonna go with a shell.
Oh,
I like a nice shell. You can have it with mac and cheese. You can have it with like marinara
Mac and cheese with
sauce.
shell sucks.
What? They hold all. It holds all the.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
Macaroni and cheese is macaroni. Elbow. Maybe jump over this table and hit you.
we've stretched this episode out enough. I feel to.
Are we at an hour yet?
No, we're a little bit longer than a mini and less than a bonus.
A little bit less than a maxi?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm super excited to watch this movie tomorrow.
Me too. I think it'll be fun.
I can't wait to get a big old bag of popcorn.
I can't tell you the last time I went to the movies. So
Oh.
I can tell you Happy Death Day 2 last week.
That's right.
It was actually a Tuesday.
He hasn't been shutting up about it.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about it nonstop.
Oh,
we
did I
know
ever tell-
JC goes to the movies all the time by himself.
I
Yeah,
haven't
that's true,
seen.
nerd. Yeah, when was the last time you went to the movies with someone?
Am I right?
You guys are assholes, and it was like a month ago.
Oh,
I've only seen one movie so far this year, so I'm really behind.
what
on-
is it?
Happy Death Day 2?
I saw the Glass movie.
Oh, how was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what?
all right.
You know what?
Don't.
Spoiler, M. Night
don't-
Shyamalan
You
made it.
mean? What,
I
are you planning on watching? Glass?
yes, because I didn't know that.
it was an Unbreakable sequel.
But I didn't know that
You
what
idiot.
came after Unbreakable was a sequel to
Split.
Unbreakable. I didn't know Split was a sequel to
Unbreakable,
Unbreakable.
yeah.
So I thought that Mr. Glass was a sequel to Unbreakable. So I need to see
I
Split.
mean, it is.
Right, but I didn't know it was the third in the series.
The
I thought it was
trilogy.
the second.
Yeah, and the Hedwig.
Welcome to our M Night podcast.
Actually, the last time I went to the
Myth
movies
Patricia doesn't like that.
was probably to see the Unbreakable movie. So
I don't.
Wait, the last-
I don't
I'm
believe
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding. It was
19 years ago.
It was actually Moana.
Oh,
I've
wait!
been-
The last movie you saw in the theater was Moana.
Yeah.
Staring at the edge of the water, long as I can remember. Never really knowing.
I'm
why.
Mike Pava.
Oh, listen to all of our stuff on Throughway.
Oh, on Spotify, on
Follow us on that social media.
I wish I could be the perfect daughter.
I'm JC.
I'm Lumberjake.
and I'm Mike Pava, and this
already
has
said
been
How far I'll go.
Three-Way Theater.
Bonusode. In the wind, in my
Who's
sail,
get-
in the
who's getting
sea.
great heat out there right now?
behind me.
Open up the door.